It's showtime. And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. We have the best and brightest of nerd culture joining forces for the first time. Let's introduce the lineup. Hailing from sunny San Diego, California, one half of the Prism Power podcast. Give it up for Anna.
Hey guys, what's up?
And coming all the way live from the great state of Iowa is 1/3 of Fans on Patrol. She is Tiffobot.
Hey everybody, I'm super excited to be here. A little nervous. Who laughed? Who laughed?
We all laughed. Fighting out of Virginia, he's the host of the Gorilla Brain podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, 8-Bit Ray.
Hi, everybody. I'm a little nervous. No, not really. I am the legendary co-host. Nah, that's not good. Keep going.
Jesus Christ. We have here also speaking tonight, Philly's favorite son and host of Superhero Speak, Dave.
All right, boys and girls, this is what happens when your cape does get caught in the door.
He's dollar bill like a motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the land of champions in Western Massachusetts, he's 1/3 of Soul Wizard podcast, Joey.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Yeah, I'm quitting the show just for the Fred Durst. I'm
Wow.
out. I'm
Come
out.
on, you don't like John Travolta serial killer movies?
Nice. And bringing up the rear from Houston, Texas, one half of Code 45, the movie podcast. Yours truly, Beat 'em Down. What is going on, everybody? We are here. We are the motherfucking GWAllStars podcast network. Get ready. We're doing it. And one of our first things we're going to talk about is the Phase 4 for Marvel. We're going to break it down bit by bit, brick by brick, from rooter to tutor. We're going to do a official, I guess, first ever give a fucking meter from 1 to 5 on each of these projects. Marvel's chomping out at us. And, yeah, man, we're going to see where we stand on this. And there may be some fights, maybe some arguments. I'm going to call on everybody one at a time. Let's see, where should we start?
On patrol.
Am I gonna have to fight someone?
Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong crossover. My bad.
You got to put my sister on Front Street. Damn.
Right? Shit is hilarious. All right, guys. So let's start with what's probably obviously going to be a part of Disney Plus. It's going to be Loki. One of the ugliest logos I've ever seen in my entire life. But let's start with the ladies. Let's go with Anna. Your thoughts from well, give me the give a fucking meter from 1 to 5 on Loki.
I'm gonna have to give it like a 3.
Ooh, right down the middle. Why is that?
You know, and maybe it's me, but I'm really iffy about Tom Hiddleston now. So I just don't know. I'm not as excited as I would have maybe like 4 years ago. So I'm just in the middle. Maybe I'll get excited closer at premieres, but right now I'm like, 50-50.
What did Tom do to you to make you not be so excited?
Show him on the bear. Show him on the bear where he did the bad thing.
His very fake relationship with Taylor Swift kind of soured my image of him. So yeah,
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Oh, I want to say that's probably one of my favorite things about Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that guy anymore.
So terrible.
Very interesting. So we're bringing in personal shit. Okay. Very interesting. Let's go with Tiffobot. Loki,
Okay.
Your thoughts, 1 to 5 on a give a fucking meter.
Oh, I'm gonna say 3 too.
Oh my God, Tom Middleton in the middle. What's going on?
The reason I'm saying 3 is not because of him particularly, because I still think he's great. But I can see where you're coming from. However, my give a fuck is lowered by the fact that it's on that goddamn Disney Plus.
That is
I'm not
fair.
getting a Disney Plus.
You're getting it.
I'm not. No, it's money. I love.
Let's all
money.
split it. Let's just try to find a way to split
There
it.
you go.
6 ways.
Just
Disney
get an Amazon Fire Stick.
Yes, as Joey always says, the internet will provide.
As always. Very interesting. So money's the issue. So we got personal feelings, money. Let's go to 8-Bit Ray, King of Petty, undisputed King of Petty.
Someone's been listening to my show.
More petty than Tom.
Your thoughts on the Give a Fuck meter 1 through 5 on Loki?
1 being the lowest.
Of course.
1.
Oh, snap.
I have no interest whatsoever in this show. This honestly, to me, feels like Marvel backtracking because they know that everybody loves Loki now, and they have a real lack of villains. So what you got here is just Marvel backtracking and trying to, I don't know.
I have to agree.
Yeah, it has no interest for me. Okay, Loki had so much character development over the last 2 Thor films, and now we're backtracking back to evil Loki because of split dimensions because of the damn Infinity Gauntlet.
Fair point.
So it feels pointless. It feels like a cash grab. It's a cash grab.
Everything Disney does is a cash grab.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeff. I was about to say, I was like,
And they're a business, so.
Right, and I'm not trying to.
I have seen the Star Wars movies. Don't even get me started on the new Star Wars.
oh, we're
Just
not doing
keep
that.
going,
We're
Marvel.
not doing that today, yeah.
Because that me and
We don't have enough time.
we're gonna have a battle royale, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Right. All right. So, Dave, give a fucking meter for Loki 1 through 5. What you got, man?
I'm gonna say 2.
Man, what did Loki do to everybody? I thought everyone
no,
loved him.
listen.
He died.
Building off of what 8-Bit Ray just said is that they gave him a great story arc, and that led to his death of him making the right decision, essentially trying to kill Thanos and then getting killed in front of his brother, and there was a lot of impact to that death. Well, now we're just gonna have an alternate Loki and cheapen that whole storyline, and it's just like, yeah. My only fear is that there's gonna be stuff in this show that's gonna tie into other things in the MCU, and you're gonna have to watch it.
Again, I would like to say, everything Disney does cheapens what they've already produced. I mean, have we seen the 3 million Little Mermaids that they've made?
Fair enough. I forgot to mention undisputed queen of petty, Tifflebots.
Yeah. All right.
Long shall she reign.
So I will give the first episode a try, and then we'll see what happens.
That's
enough,
fair.
fair
I would
enough.
give almost any. But the thing is, I would give almost anything a try. So I think, yeah, it might be good.
All right, Joey DiCarlo on the give a fucking meter 1 through 5 for Loki. Your thoughts?
I guess I'll put it at a 3.
Man,
But
Jesus,
it would probably be lower if it wasn't MCU related. If this was like Cloak and Dagger, Runaways, tangentially, or if I'm pronouncing that right, God, I'm probably not related to the MCU. I'd just be like, nah, I'm probably not gonna watch it. I'd probably echo what Dave said. Loki's story's done to me, so it's not really. It's hard to get hyped up. I hate prequels. So no matter what happens, he's going to end up back in 2012. That's
right.
It's the only way that this ends. So
Or
outside,
they have Zooms.
right? Or they do have Zunes. We used to sell them at GameStop, and so like you said, unless there's some really cool side characters or things seeded for future MCU stuff in this, I'm gonna watch it because it's MCU, but I'm not thrilled about it. And it's peak TV. I have a lot of other stuff to watch. My time is precious.
Amen on that, brother. Well, I guess that leaves to me on the give a fuck meter between 1 to 5 for Loki. I'm honestly gonna have to say a 2. I'm not that fucking excited. I cannot lie. The Disney Plus thing sucks absolute balls because I have to figure out what I need to give up. I'm a fat person, so I guess one less value meal might work. Who knows? But I'm husky. But I'm not that excited. Like he's dead to me. Literally, he got choked out. That should be the end of it. But I don't know. Maybe this will be cool. I will find a way, somehow, some way to at least see the first episode, see what's up. There's other stuff on this table that I'm a lot more interested in than this. So 2 from me.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me.
We're all kind of ingredients for the most part. But I was surprised. I figured the ladies would like that slick back, greasy hair.
I didn't say he wasn't handsome.
Hey,
I said it's on Disney Plus.
I'm saying that because we're about to talk about our next movie, and you're gonna see what happens.
Oh God.
So with that being said, we have Scarlett Johansson with her fine self in the Black Widow prequel. Now let's watch how everybody double back on what the fuck they said. Excellent parallel, but let's start with the ladies first. Let's see let's see where the fuck this goes. Let's start with Anna once again. 1 through 5.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
Ooh, this man sound drop.
No, it's not against Scarlett Johansson. I love her. She's hot. I just think that this is Disney answering the call for it's a little too late for me. I wanted this movie like so long ago, so I'm not interested anymore. They lost me, and I'm just whatever. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I disagree with you wholeheartedly, but fair enough.
You're completely wrong.
You're
but it's
so
okay.
wrong, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You're entitled. You're entitled to your opinion. Tifobot 1 through 5 on the give a fuck meter for Black Widow prequel.
I'm gonna say 1.
Boo, Tiff! I thought we were close.
Don't boo me because
I thought we were close.
the
I'm
thing
never
about
having
it
you on
is
the show
that
again.
if we follow the same logic that you said earlier, you would also be giving it like a 2.
Oh, but I'm a
Because
fucking
we're all
hypocrite,
she's gonna come to 2012 or whatever as well.
right? I too am a hypocrite though. Understand that.
Oh, okay. Well then, I want to say I just don't give a rat's ass about Black Widow. This seems really boring. But I also do want to say that I didn't watch the Captain America movie for a long time, the Winter Soldier. Because I was like, seems boring. Yeah, and then.
The
guys,
Geek World
calm
All-Stars
down.
podcast network would like to wish Tiff all the best in her future endeavors.
Because I watched it and it's one of my favorite ones. Eventually.
Okay, you're back in.
Okay, so the thing is that I often have to put my foot in my mouth because I am an idiot most of the time and very angry 100% of the time. So probably what I'm saying is 1 right now, but I'll probably watch it and it'll be my favorite movie of all time.
Fair enough. But at
Going
least,
by current trends.
Well, yeah, because you have changed your mind on several things. But like Cuphead.
Yeah.
Cuphead was my jam, and I was clutching all my pearls when you were talking down on it. So yeah, I'm glad you turned around on that. I was upset. All right, so let's crank up the testosterone and ask our boy 8-Bit Ray. Black Widow 1 through 5 on the give a fuck meter, bro. What you got? Let's see what happens here.
I have. Is there a negative option? Because I have no interest.
Oh, get the fuck out, Ray!
It's not even. And I know you guys are going to lean towards it's a sexism thing. I like my male superheroes with their big balls, but no, it's just Black Widow has never been a character that I've been drawn to. So I have little to no interest whatsoever. Plus, her character development ended pretty much after the first Avengers. She just got worse and worse as it went along.
But
she was fun. She was fun in Winter Soldier. She was fun. But after that, it's just kind of like, well, she's there. She really did nothing except die in Endgame.
I gotta say, I'm super happy.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
I'm super happy that we have like such diversity, in this whole group. Like people with different sexual orientations and stuff. Like it's really neat.
Well, I just wanted to say,
do we have anybody in the network with both?
I don't know. Do we? We might.
I can make a few calls.
It's trade secret. Who knows?
There's a couple Baltimore hookers I might know.
Nice. Yet you were okay with her death. You know what? Fine. Moving on. Dave from Superhero Speak, talk to me 1 through 5 on Black Widow and the give a fucking meter, man. What you got?
Well, when they first announced the movie, I would say I was at a 2, but the more I keep hearing about the movie, I think I'm like a 3.54.
Okay.
And here's why. And it's not to backtrack on what we said about Loki. I felt number one, I'm excited because Taskmaster is the villain, and like he's one of my favorite villains from the comics. So I want to see what they do with him in the MCU. 2,
And the price
I felt her
is already
death.
going up in the comic.
Wait, repeat that again. You came in really bad on that.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Oh, I said the price of the comic is going up, and it will be on eBay soon.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, I felt that her death was. I mean, I understand why they did it, but I always felt that death was kind of cheap in Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
So I
Is it
think
because
she needs.
Hawkeye should have gone.
Yeah, I think they need a better bookend for her, and this is, I think, gives her the send off that she needed.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in complete
It's
denial.
not a send off. It's a prequel. How can it be a send off?
Oh,
She's gonna look back over her shoulders and
Why-
wink
everyone-
at us. It's gonna be dope.
Everyone keeps assuming this is a prequel.
It is.
Because it's between Civil War and Infinity War, right?
Oh, I thought it was before all that. I thought it was gonna be about Budapest.
Hold on.
Well,
I
see,
thought.
a couple things to keep in mind, guys. Number one, she did say in a recent interview that she compared it to Logan and Terminator 2. And,
Nice.
you know, there's a lot of time travel in the Terminator movies. And what did they introduce in Endgame?
Oh
Mm.
boy.
Interesting.
Very
So don't be
interesting.
assuming this is a prequel.
Yeah, it's set after Captain America: Civil War and before Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh, weird.
So.
I swore, like they keep talking about Budapest, like this the Kessel.
Yeah,
Run.
no, she's gonna talk about. It's gonna feature Budapest, but it's during that time. I mean, maybe she's recounting her story to someone. I don't know.
Like Wonder Woman. That'd be fucking hilarious. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Joey
DC
DeCarlo.
does need that money.
I know, right?
It's her and Gamora sitting inside the Soul Stone talking.
I would watch that.
Oh yeah, I would too.
I probably would too, yeah.
That. It'll be amazing. It'll be like blue is the warmest color.
Oh my god.
I blame Patreon. They made me see that. So, Joey from Soul Wizard, Black Widow, give a fucking meter. The dog's chiming in. He wants some of this. What you got?
Fuck you guys. 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Why, Joey? Tell them.
All right.
Explain to
Here
the
it
children
comes.
why.
I'm super excited. First of all, and this is something that always colors everything that I like, or like it always helps when I'm reviewing things. If my kids are like super into something, it makes me like it more. And Black Widow is my daughter's favorite MCU character, so we find it has been since we started going to the movies in 2011, I think, was when we started going to see these movies together. And so we finally get a Black Widow movie for her, which is exciting. So that makes me excited. I love Scarlett Johansson, obviously, as a red-blooded American male. So I'm always happy to get more Scarlett on the screen. And I'm excited about the characters. It's like Dave said, Taskmaster is one of my favorite Avengers villains, so to get him is awesome. I'm excited that they're going to bring in Yelena, the second Black Widow, who's the blonde-haired Black Widow from the comics, and maybe she'll be taking over the mantle moving forward. So even though it is a prequel, so we know nothing will happen to Scarlett Johansson in the movie, there's lots of moving parts that kind of make it interesting to see what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm all in.
You have a really good reason. That makes me feel like bad about my shitty reasons.
Yeah,
yeah.
It made perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. You know, obviously
how-
for me, for Black
Joey,
Widow.
how are you going to go to the Black Widow movie with your kids while you're going to be panting and sweating and breathing heavy? And
Oh.
how long is this movie? Whew, damn.
I can control myself. I'll just be taking
God.
mental pictures for
Oh,
later.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nice. Well, guys, it's pretty obvious for me. It's going to be a 5 for 5. I give all the fucks, guys. We have Booty in Budapest.
Now look, the main thing to remember is to get the other guy to unknowingly look at your cock and balls. Okay, don't just fucking pull down your pants and say, look at my dick. You gotta be sneaky.
But penis aside.
Were you asking about Budapest all these times because you wanted to make the Budapest joke?
No shit, Tiff. So,
Wow.
because I was like, please be in Budapest. If it's not, I'm fucked. But this joke is hinging on this location. But no. Like in all seriousness though, like libido aside, I remember being in the theater, seeing a trailer for Red Sparrow and being heartbroken because I swore up and down that was gonna be a Black Widow trailer. Like I've actually I wanted her to have her own movie for the longest. Like I put up with Atomic Blonde, I put up with all the other like wannabe stuff that like the movie could have happened so long ago. So I feel like it's overdue. That's why I want to see this movie. In all honesty, because it just happened already. I don't care. Like I want to see. I thought it was gonna be like a way back prequel where like you see how Hawkeye and her became friends, but whatever. I don't give a shit. Like I'm all in on this.
Like the Red Room,
Yeah, man.
her training and all that.
Yeah, I want to see that shit, bro. Like Red Sparrow tricked the shit out of me, dude. I didn't realize how badly I wanted to see that movie until I got faked out. So that's my thought on that. So speaking of strange, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Let's change up the order a little bit, Shantui. Let's start with 8-Bit Ray, 1 through 5 on the Give a Fucking meter.
It's gonna be a 5. I totally give a fuck about this movie.
Nice. Why is
This
that?
movie is gonna be the bridging point to Endgame that we needed. This is gonna break off, and this is gonna introduce the mutants. It's gonna introduce Fantastic Four. It's gonna bring in so many new elements to the Marvel universe. This is gonna be the bridge. All these other movies and TV shows, fuck off. This is the main event.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's a good reason why you're excited. Let's go with Dave, Superhero Speak, 1 through 5 on the Give a Fucking meter.
I'm going to say a 5 as well. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite characters. I liked the first one. I know I'm one of the few.
No, you're not alone.
No, you're not alone. Not alone.
Good.
No, they joked on Dormammu. I was pissed about that. They made it into a joke, but I don't know.
And then and this actually the second time I've heard a theory that this is going to bring in the X-Men, and I do think they are going to figure a way to do that with this movie. So yeah, I can't wait. This is actually one of the movies I don't want to know anything about because I definitely want to, just go and enjoy it.
Interesting, very interesting. Let's go with Anna. Your thoughts, 1 through 5 on the Give a Fucking meter for Doctor Strange.
5. I am so pumped for this. I really like the movie. I like Doctor Strange, so I'm excited to see where this goes. And I don't like horror films, but I will like this movie. Yeah, it's my reasoning. There we go.
That's what's up. Tifobot, 1 through 5 on the Give a Fucking meter.
Yeah, I'm a 5 too.
Man.
Because I love Doctor Strange, the first movie. But also because I do love horror movies. So like I'm into watching something that might be if it's actually legitimately scary, I will be the happiest fucking person on the planet. Well, I know it's not going to be.
Let's be honest, this is going to be Disney horror, so it's going to be, Haunted Mansion or Escape from Witch Mountain scary. So.
But I love Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I liked Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
You're not alone. Yeah, that was fun.
The Eddie Murphy movie?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, no shit. That's one I did not see. That's interesting.
Most people didn't. It bombed pretty bad.
Most of them for a while did bomb. Joey DiCarlo, your thoughts on Doctor Strange, 1 through 5 on the Give a Fucking meter.
4.5.
Fuck you, Joey.
The first Doctor Strange is not my favorite Marvel movie. I have it in the bottom half of my MCU, and it's not a bad movie. It just came out and felt like a Phase 1 movie in Phase 3.
Wow, how dare you?
Sorry. I mean, I like a lot of the visuals. I love Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I like Tilda Swinton. I'm not even going to murder his name, but I was really hoping for a lot more Baron Mordo.
We all did.
But I don't know. So we'll see. I want to see where they go with this. It's the same director, so I'm a little worried about how this is going to turn out. But he is a horror director at heart, so this could be cool. Plus, it also is going to guest star my number one MCU waifu, Scarlet Witch. So, that
I do
bumps
love
it
Scarlet
up.
Witch.
Yeah, that bumps up from a 4 to a 4.5 for me. And Obviously I'll be there day one. That's not a question. It's just a matter of how excited I'm going to be. If the trailers drop and look phenomenal, which I'm expecting they will, I'll probably jump right up to a 5. So
Nice.
I'm really fingers crossed that we get Shuma Gorath in this movie. I'm really hoping for Shuma.
I hope if they do, he fights like he did in Marvel vs. Capcom. So
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but yeah,
I
Shuma
guarantee
Gorath is
if
my
he's
boy.
there, it's gonna be a throwaway cameo. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
it'll be like in the old X-Men movies.
How
There'll be
dare
some
you.
girl with purple hair in the background, and that's
You'll just see this big stupid eye. And you're like, oh man, and that's all of it. Let's see. It's
Y'all
me
are
now,
killing
right?
this for me.
I'm sorry, dude. Am I next? I lost my order.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yes.
Because I'm so good at hosting. Yeah, for Doctor Strange, man. To be completely honest, I gotta give it a 3. Am I give a fuck? Wait.
Mm-mm.
And that concludes this episode. I hope you all had fun.
You all
Shut your
shut your mouths.
Yeah,
Shut your
We're
collective
done.
mouths. Let me explain why. So much is hinging on this particular movie to open up the things that we want so badly that we're opening ourselves up to actually be disappointed if they don't go that route. So I am, tampering down my expectations so I can enjoy the movie when I go to theaters, because I don't honestly think that this is going to be the movie that they bring in the stuff that we want. X-Men, Fantastic Four, yada, yada, yada. I don't think it's going to happen in this film. That's just me. So, like,
Damn you and your logic.
well, I mean, we see the word multiverse, we cream our jeans, but we got faked out with Spider-Man. Like everyone is just dead set that the multiverse is going to be the reason the X-Men come in, but there's so many other ways they could do it. We have 5 years of non-starter shit that went down between the snap. Like they can fill in the gap between those 5 years. Who knows?
Oh, maybe we can get a prequel. Oh, fingers crossed on Disney Plus.
that would suck absolute balls, but like I'm going in with measured optimism. Like if it happens, that'd be fucking amazing. But I'm not betting all my horses on it, because like the last time I had high expectation, guys, I went into Spider-Man 3, and it's never gonna happen again.
Should never have high expectations.
Never forget.
I walked into Spider-Man 3 with high expectations and walked out with a very sore neck.
All right.
I had to sit in the very front row. And,
okay.
It's like a 2.5 hour movie, and I'm just cramped, dude. It was awful.
Thought you had a rough date, bro. I was like, yo, that's
Yeah. My brain went somewhere else.
yeah. I was like, man, that's fucked up.
Ah,
I want to see
that
the
only
movie.
happened- that
No.
happened once during Elf.
Nice.
$20 is $20.
A hole's a hole, bro. Okay, go on.
Man, speaking of that, let's segue into you shoot arrows through holes. Hawkeye. There we go. I saved it. It was rough. Joey DiCarlo. Give a fucking meter. Hawkeye. It's a series, right? It's gonna be a series.
Yeah, it's a series. Yeah.
1 through 5.
100 out of 5.
Really?
Strictly because it's based on the Hawkeye comic book series by Matt Fraction and David Aja, which is fucking phenomenal.
It is good shit.
And if it's going to follow that, and we're getting Kate Bishop, and we're getting Pizza Dog, and I honestly, I do like Jeremy Renner. They don't give him a lot to work with, but I don't hate him as Hawkeye like a lot of people do. So if all those factors in one of my favorite comic book runs of probably the last 15 years, I'm fucking pumped, dude. I just don't know who's going to play Kate Bishop in it. That's
We'll find out soon.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there, but it's exciting. It's exciting. And then you're introducing Kate Bishop. Now you're starting to bring Young Avengers, which is another one of my favorite comic runs in the last 15, 20 years into the mix. And it gets exciting, man. This is an exciting time for us with this show. But, God, they could screw it all up by not following that at all. So
They might not, because the whole fucking family's involved. You know what I mean? Like he has an entire family. He didn't in the comic, right? It was just...
Right, it was
kind of
just
a
him
deadbeat.
living alone as a loser in an apartment. So maybe he'll get divorced.
Maybe. Even
5 years
even
of
though he saved the
bachelorhood.
entire universe. Honestly, I'll be super pissed at the wife. Like, it's like, I watched our godmother die, and I saved the universe. We're gonna get divorced? Are you fucking serious? You know what? I'm into it. I'm into the movie now. I mean, if the show happens that way, I'm in. You're right. I just went up a couple of points. Let's go with Anna. Your thoughts, 1 through 5 on Hawkeye.
You know, I feel like I don't know enough, so I'll give it a 3.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll wait, but I just don't. I can't give a good solid answer because I'm so. I just don't have enough information about it. So.
Completely fair, but I'm pretty sure Disney Plus will be happy to lay the groundwork and explain it all.
Yeah, can they please? Because I'm just yeah.
Let's go with 8-Bit Ray.
On the fuckometer, let's see. I'm gonna give it a. It depends on where they go with it, where my fucks lie.
Right.
Like if they want to base it, I know Joey really wants the Hawkeye stuff with Kate Bishop and all that, but I really want to see shit that he did as Ronin. That's what I want. I want him killing off Yakuza episode after episode.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I love Hawkeye. I love Jeremy Renner, but I want to see more Ronin shit. When I saw Ronin in the Endgame trailer, I lost my fucking mind. I was like just ready for it. And then I got like 2 seconds of it.
Yeah.
And I was a little let down. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more out of this. So on the fuckometer, I'm going to go with a 4. If they go Ronin, if they go Hawkeye, I'm going to go 2.
Fair enough. It's a flip of the coin. Let's go with Dave. Your thoughts on Hawkeye, 1 through 5.
Ooh. Wow. I haven't given much thought to this one.
No one has.
Facts.
I'm gonna echo what Anna said. I'm gonna go with a 3 at this point because I don't have enough information, and I know Hawkeye mainly from the Avengers books, and I kind of feel like in the MCU he probably is the most underdeveloped character of all the Avengers. We know things about him, but we got a line about him going out to fight robots with a bow and arrow. That one joke, and then I don't know. I have to wait till I see more on what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Totally fair, completely fair.
Yeah.
Who's left here? Let's see, because
Me.
Tiffle butt on the fucking meter.
I have to say 1 because I hate Jeremy Renner.
Wow. What did he do?
Wow.
Show us on the bear.
Yeah, show us on the bear.
Outside of
her soul,
he's a real dick cheese. I just hate him.
Ew.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
no, that's Dags from Senior Trip. Take that back.
That's gross.
I just hate him as Hawkeye. I don't really know much about Hawkeye, but I hate him. He makes me hate the character, which makes me sad because I like Matt Fraction. I probably would enjoy reading those comics if I went to go back, which I always have to do. I always have to go back because I've never been there's only a few superhero comic books I've read before the actual movie.
Man, I'm actually shocked. I didn't realize you hated him so much.
He just looks like old pavement.
They all do, technically. They all do.
Jesus.
Man. Old pavement.
Sure,
Make sure you don't watch it in HD.
I know, right? Yeah. see all the gravelly pieces. Honestly, with this one, I'm gonna give it a 3, like borderline 2.5 as far as like the give a fucking meter. Like it's gonna be on Disney Plus, and I'm still torn if I'm gonna do it or not. And I am interested in I'm gonna mirror 8-Bit Ray as far as I want the Ronin shit, but I also want the comic book shit where he was just a loser. But I don't know where they're gonna go with it, so I kind of just want to once again have measured optimism. But I'm leaning more towards a 2.5. Like I'm not out of everything that's here, I'm not that excited about that one in comparison to other stuff. Just keeping it 100. So with that being said, let's talk about something that I give all the fucks about. Blade.
You're gonna make me come, or I'm gonna kick your butt.
Oh my God! Can I go first?
Fuck
Holy
yeah,
shit!
you can.
I want to go first.
Okay, I'll let you. I'm a gentleman. I'll let you go first.
Ah!
But I am a gentleman, so I will let the lady go first.
Nice, nice.
Here all
Highbrow,
night, guys.
highbrow at the Geek World All Stars. This is how we do it.
I want to curl up in the news of this movie and sleep for the rest of my days. I'm so fucking excited.
Yes.
Obviously 5. If I gave it more than 5, I would. I'm just so excited about this movie. I love Blade.
All they did
But I
was
know that
show
we
a
don't like
logo.
Blade 2.
Calm down.
But I don't hate it. I just really love Blade.
Fuck
And
yeah.
I love vampires. More vampires, but not like the sexy kind. The scary kind.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
Wait. Even Blade Trinity?
Look, man.
I mean, I'll watch it. I'm just saying I like the first Blade movie.
Blade
Oh,
Trinity
okay.
is still funny. It's funny to watch. Like, come on, man. Use it.
Wasn't the term thunder cunt thrown in that movie?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
All right, Ryan Reynolds.
So many
But
gems in there. How could you not like it?
It had a Pomeranian vampire dog thing.
Excellent.
And
I would
Triple
have
H.
that. I mean, I want that. So, I mean, just, again, gems.
Let's go with Anna. Your thoughts on Blade?
20. I'm so excited.
Holy shit.
I'm pumped. I'm so
Off the meters. All the fucks.
Yes, I was when because I missed the panel, but I when I heard I was getting those tweets, I was like, yes, I was doing the yes. 'Cause
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
so
You guys were actually there in person.
Yeah, we were there present and stuff. So I'm pumped. I'm just a logo, but that's enough for me. So there you go.
A logo and a hat.
A logo
Yep.
and a excellent casting. Goddamn.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I cannot believe that they went back and got Sticky Fingers as fucking Blade. I am pumped.
Boo. Let's go with you next. What you got?
That's all I had.
Oh. That's all you deserve, man. You gonna bring up Sticky Fingers? That was a terrible casting choice. It's like, don't pick somebody that can't take off their shades. For Christ's sake.
So I'm happy that they're making a new Blade. So on the fucking meter, I will give it a 4. I just really want to see where it goes because I wanted Wesley Snipes or Sticky Fingers or either, but yeah. I just
you
want
brought
to see
up
where it
Blade
goes.
Trinity. You know what went down with Blade Trinity. You know the behind the scenes shit. He
Yeah,
would
the
never-
franchise went down.
Well, not only that, but like he wasn't even talking to the fucking director, dude. Like he only talked via post-it notes.
Yeah.
He didn't do he only did close-up shots, no far away shots.
He wouldn't open his
country.
eyes. They had to CG in his eyes because he wouldn't open his eyes.
He was pissed. So like, yeah, he burned that bridge all the way, all the
Oh
way.
my
off.
God, it only makes me love it more.
Yeah.
That's why
Again,
Trinity is
gem.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
can Wesley Snipes have a grandfather cameo and then Sticky Fingers be the dad?
I
Can
want-
I have that?
Don't you dare bring Shaft into this because I'm gonna turn this whole thing off. I'm
Oh my
very
God.
upset about. I'm really mad about the comedy version of Shaft. But moving on. That's not the there. Joy DeCarlo, Blade 1 through 5.
Oh my God! The give a fuck meter is broken at this point. I'm so excited for this. I was like crying when this was in.
Yeah.
I love the first Blade. Sorry, Tiff, but Blade 2 is probably in my top 15 movies of all time.
Guillermo del Toro, baby.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't remember saying I disliked it.
You don't love it. That's bad enough.
Oh, Jesus.
Dave, what about you, man? 1 through 5 on the fucking meter.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
don't you dare! Don't do this, Dave. Don't do me like this.
I was just gonna say a 4,
Oh, okay.
and it lost a
Well-
point because by casting Cottonmouth, they've officially said, yeah, the Netflix universe doesn't exist.
Oh, that's what it took for you, Dave. That's what it took.
I was still holding out hope that
Jesus.
we might get Daredevil back soon.
He was
in
turning
the
to human
MCU.
paper mache. Like he's gone. He's gone. Like his face, all the way gone. Like give him a role. Who gives a shit? Like, oh man, I just like I like how that was the death knell, not the ridiculous cancelizations, except for Iron Fist. I wasn't too mad about that one.
Yeah, but how's
Yeah,
that
no
going
one
to
was.
work? I mean, Chris Evans was the Human Torch, and he's Captain America now. So you're saying that the old Marvel Fox universe doesn't exist?
Of course it doesn't. What are you talking about?
No one ever wanted it to.
No one ever wanted that. Ever.
No.
Who am I
never.
missing? Who have I not called on?
You.
Wow, every time. Come on, guys. Y'all know the fucking deal. Let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. I appreciate the casting alone. Like, let's find somebody that looks like Wesley Snipes. I don't give a shit. I'm down. He's a damn good actor. Plenty of time to learn some decent karate. All he needs to know how to do is flap the jacket and kick somebody in the fucking chest.
Just the story of how he got the role is amazing enough.
Dude, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Come on.
He just calls him up the day after he wins his Oscar and is like, "Hey, can I be Blade?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure."
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, that's the way you do it, man.
That's
So.
how you do it. Like, yeah, like I look, I got my award. Give me my MCU money. Like, you got it, buddy. I'm fucking hype. 5 million out of 5. I give all the fucks, bushels and bunches of fucks. All right, so I'm gonna start this one off so I won't forget that I'm next. Let's talk about the Eternals. Here we go. 1. I don't care because I don't know anything about these guys. I'm not gonna pretend that I do. Like the casting news is cool. That's why it's not a 0. But I don't know shit from shampoo about the Eternals, and honestly, it reminds me about the Inhumans, and it makes me scared, and I'm afraid that it's gonna suck. So that's my 2 cents on it. Nobody's yelling at me, so maybe we're all in agreement.
Well, I mean, the Eternals wasn't exactly the hottest comic popping off the shelves back then. So, I mean...
So what would you give it?
I give it a 2 for
Okay.
casting choice. For a casting choice alone,
Right.
I'd like to see Angelina Jolie a little bit more in my life. But,
Of course. She needs a
that's all I
sandwich or
got.
2, but yes.
Right. That's all I got.
Somebody feed Angelina Jolie, please. I miss Rosy Cheek. I had at least 2 sandwiches a day, Angelina. I miss her so. She's like
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah.
she's like a sexy wraith now.
Wow.
It's a compliment.
Yeah.
Dave, Eternals, you are the comic book guy. What you think?
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say a 1.
Shit. And,
Well, I mean, a lot of things is like the Eternals was Jack Kirby's leftover ideas from New Gods.
oh fuck.
You know, like you created New Gods for DC, now come back over to Marvel and create something. It's like, all right, here you go. And he was never really even supposed to be part of the MCU,
Whoa.
the Marvel Universe in the comics. It was just like the 70s, they did a lot of weird shit.
Machine
And
Man.
I'm sorry, all the big names in this movie makes me feel like they have no confidence in the material. So it's like, oh, come see all these big stars.
That's scary. That's hella scary. Joey, what about
'Cause,
you,
I mean-
man? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was gonna say because like they didn't have to do that for Guardians. You know, Guardians isn't like a super popular book, and there was no one really super big in that movie, but they made that work really well. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's a good fucking point, man. Joey, your thoughts on that? 1 through 5.
I have read the Eternals comic books. Never forget the 1985 12-issue miniseries with art by Sal Buscema. But
The man god Sal Buscema, thank you.
that's right. I right now I got to agree with you guys about a 1. They haven't shown anything, and it's not like these are characters that I'm like frothing at the mouth to see in live action. I could think of probably 100 characters off the top of my head that I'd rather see, and that's just like Night Thrasher to start.
Fucker.
Hey, so
but,
is this gonna be a series or a movie?
It's just a movie,
Oh,
and I'm excited. I'm excited for like the things that they're saying. Like, there's going to be a lot of Jack Kirby-ism in it, and they're like going to try to translate his art to live action. I like the casting. Never going to say no to more Selma Hayek.
Right.
Yeah.
But I got to see something. I know that when the trailer drops, I'm going to go from a 1 to a 5.
Let's hope, man.
Especially if everything they're talking about like hits. We have a great cast, we have cool visuals, and it just becomes a trust in Feige type thing. You know, what do you do? Like, it's not like this is, you know, DCEU announcing 15 new movies every 2 weeks.
Right.
Where we're still waiting for Nightwing, and we're still waiting for Batgirl, and we're still waiting for New Gods, and we're still waiting for, I don't know, 15 other movies they've announced.
Define waiting.
Yeah, well, you know. we
People
gotta
are
put out
waiting?
50, we have to put out 52 episodes a year of this podcast, so we need movies. But,
Fair enough.
So I trust in Marvel, but this is not something I'm interested in off the top of my head. So we'll see.
Tiffobot, what about you, lady? 1 through 5.
I'm gonna say like a 3.
Really?
And yes, and the reason I'm saying a 3 is actually for the similar reasons, but opposite of the fact that there's just so much, for me, blank canvas to work with, because we don't, like, a lot of people don't know as much about these characters. It might be blank canvas, I guess, more in the sense that there's more space for them to fill in my mind of them, and I like that because there's always, there's the presence of like Iron Man and Captain America and the cultural zeitgeist that these people don't have, and I think that leaves some room for me to enjoy it a little bit more.
Fair. Totally fair. I will only co-sign on that because I felt like that was the weakest thing with Captain Marvel, was that it had to like keep everything together so it was kind of constrained by the lore of the MCU, so it couldn't just do whatever the fuck it wanted. But I still enjoyed it, but it wasn't. It could have been better. Anyway, I should write shit down. Anna.
I'll give it a 1.5.
Completely fair. Why?
Yeah. Well, it's just because I don't know nothing about the Eternals. I am happy about the casting. I like everyone who they cast, but that's about it. I don't know nothing, so I'm just like, eh.
Exactly.
And I started out with a 2, but after hearing everyone's arguments, I'm like, okay, 1.5. So boom.
Everybody spoke on Eternals, right?
Did you?
No, I did. I got out the way immediately. I was like, I just said 1.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I know. Usually I fuck it up. So we got Thor, Love and Thunder, with a twist. Because at first I was, the number was one number, and then I heard two words, Jane Foster, change some shit around. So let's see what's going on now, guys. But we got Taika Waititi back. So there's a lot of things happening here. So this is kind of a dicey one. Let's go with Natalie Portman's #1 fan, Joy DeCarlo.
I could throw Natalie Portman in the trash for all I care. Not even remotely interested in her coming back. But I'll tell you, my give a fuck is off the charts for this as well, because I would watch anything Taika Waititi wants to make. Word. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm going to go see a movie in a few weeks where he plays Hitler as a child's imaginary friend.
Wow.
What is the name of that? I have to see this.
Jojo Rabbit.
Bet. Typing it in now. Excellent. Let's go with Tiffobot.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Just so, as much as I don't like Natalie Portman, I think maybe a motivated Natalie Portman with a better script and a better director. And much like trusting in Kevin Feige for Eternals, I trust in Taika Waititi to do something hilarious and awesome. So I whatever he wants to make, I don't care.
Bet.
I'm in.
Tiffobot, what about you? 1 through 5.
Say 4.
Okay. Why is that?
Yeah. I liked Ragnarok. I liked where they went with like his character, and I want to see more of that humorous. I also want to see. I like Natalie Portman as an actress. I don't know if I like her as Jane Foster.
Right.
However, when I said that, my boyfriend said, because I said Natalie Portman is like she looks small. Do you know what I mean? She's very small. She's petite.
Mm-hmm.
And then my boyfriend said, "Do you know about the female?"
Say that again. I lost
yes, I know.
Hang on, wait. Say that one more time. I lost it.
It cut out.
Yeah, you cut out.
Sorry. My boyfriend said, "Do you know anything about the female Thor character?" And I said, "Yes, I know she has cancer. Like, that's a main plot point for the female Thor."
Right.
But
so you think
that
sorry.
so he was like, so she's small, like, so I mean, but that doesn't. I would like to see someone who's maybe like a newcomer to the Marvel universe, and I would like to see someone who's maybe a little bit more physically strong. I know that sounds. I mean, Natalie Portman probably has the ability, but she'll always be like a tiny little thing.
Right.
Padme.
Right. All right, let's go with Dave. Your thoughts, 1 through 5.
Oh man.
I'm sticking middle of the road with this. I agree with what Joey said about what's his name?
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Yeah. Like, yes.
You know the thing the genie says in Pee Wee Playhouse.
Lecka lecka high, lecka lecka ho, lecka lecka high, lecka hidey ho.
Bam.
Good screaming, everybody.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, Ray.
I always thought it was licka hiney hole, but I was wrong. As a
Every
kid.
time,
So.
bro. I thought it was just thank you. Oh, I thought I was alone. I thought I was alone. Thank you, sir, for that.
So anyway, so Ragnarok was a great movie. It was done well. I just don't know how they're going to make this work. You know, like the female Thor storyline worked in the comics because you did the unworthy Thor storyline, and then she got the power. The mantle handed to her. She had cancer. The mantle was keeping her alive, and but also one of the great things about that book is you don't know who she is for a long time. They keep it a secret, and we already know. So it's like, how's this story going to work? Why is she being given Thor's powers? And also, Mjolnir was destroyed, so how is she getting Thor's powers?
Huh.
So, yeah.
Prequel.
So, like, I'm just so optimistic. I mean, not optimistic. I'm so cautious. I have no idea how they're going to make this work and how it's going to make sense within the MCU. So, we'll see what happens.
We shall. 8-Bit Ray, your thoughts, 1 through 5.
It kind of depends on where it would go. Like, if I get everything I want in my head, I'll say a 5. Like, if they introduce Angela in Thor, in the new Thor, then I'll be totally stoked and give it a 5,000.
Nice.
But the way it's going right now, like the female Thor, like he said, like Mjolnir is destroyed. Why can't we have a Beta Ray Bill movie? And also it's Natalie Portman, so we already know her identity. And Natalie Portman, she's a horrible human being.
Jesus.
On top of that,
what did she do to you? How many celebrities have assaulted the host of these shows?
Hold up, Joey, hold up the bear, please. She touched me here, and then she broke my heart. No.
Okay. So from Grundle, sternum, heart. Okay, gotcha.
So, but she's just like a fucking hypocrite. She swore up and down on everything holy that she would never do another Marvel movie. And then, boom, she's in Endgame. Boom, she's in Love and Thunder.
Look, man, I thought Logan was going to be a heap of trash, and I love that movie. So shit happens, man.
Money talks, unfortunately.
I would have. Yeah.
It talks to Natalie Portman, apparently. And
It talks to me. I would be.
I'll be Jane Foster for fucking.
When Mickey Mouse shows up at your house with a Brinks truck of money, suddenly you love the MCU.
Goddamn ain't right.
But I would never admit to loving Natalie Portman.
I liked her in Black Swan. I'm good with it.
Oh yeah. I want to watch Black Swan. Babe, get my Blu-ray of Black Swan, please.
And your finest lubrication.
Wow.
Just use the man sweat.
Gross.
Okay.
Gross. Oh, gross. Joey.
What? I already went.
Oh, you already went. Fuck. Who did I not call on?
I haven't.
Anna, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'll go with the 4. I'm excited for, Jane Foster. I really like the last Thor, and I really like what they did there. So I'm pumped. I'm a little scared, but I'm pumped.
Fair enough. Completely fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to give this a 4 because it rhymes.
Oh, 4 for
And
Thor.
I'm cool. No, but I'm giving it a 4 only because measured optimism. I want to give this like all the points. I feel like Jane Foster's Thor thing is going to be like used in a completely different way. Like, you got to keep in mind, MCU does their own version of things because we have Ultron being, a product of Tony Stark, when we all know that is not the case. It was Hank Pym, and it was like, there's no way you can shoehorn all this shit in time. So
we have Civil War, and it doesn't suck.
So
There you go.
yeah, and there was a robot Thor killing fucking a dude. It was craziness, but like I feel like somehow, some way, him giving her the power might be some plot point or some kind of like sweet tender moment between them or some shit. You never know. Just like how what they did with Pepper Potts and the rescue Iron Man suit. It could be a throwaway thing. You never know. You never fucking know. But I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5 because I am cautiously optimistic because I trust nothing except Marshall Ali and Blade. All right, so we're about at an hour. So how do you guys want to do this? You guys want to keep going how we're going? Because we got 4 movies left, or 2 shows. I know.
Yeah.
How about this? How about
Speed round.
we do a speed round? We do a speed round. Let's start with Falcon and Winter Soldier. Let's start with Anna. 1 through 5, real quick.
4.
4, excellent.
Yeah.
For good reasons, right?
Yes, for good reasons. I like Sebastian Stan and Anthony, so I like to see them. I like their chemistry, so yeah,
Bet.
4.
Tiffelbot.
2.
2. Real quick, why?
Oh, I like Anthony Mackie, but I don't really care about Sebastian Stan, which is weird because a lot of ladies do.
He's a regularly handsome man.
Is he?
I don't know.
No, not to me.
He has great hair, though. I will give him that.
He does.
Sure, fair enough. Fair enough.
Fucking really good hair. 8-Bit Ray.
If they wanted to get my 5 on this meter, they would have to do the Winter Soldier and Rocket show. But since I'm never going to find out if Rocket got his arm, I can't go with this. So for me at this point, I'm going to go with a 2. I like the characters, but I just see nowhere for this story to go. Are they going to fucking fight Hydra? What are they going to do? I mean, where does it go?
Good question,
I don't
man.
know.
That's a good point. Valid point. Dave, 1 through 5.
I'm going to go with a 4. 2 of my favorite characters from the comics, 2 of my favorite characters in the MCU. If they give me the Lethal Weapon version of the MCU, I think we get a story where it's Falcon trying to be Cap and Winter Soldier trying to help him along, was saying, "Oh, Steve would have never done that," and stuff like that. I think we're going to get that kind of a show, so I'm optimistic for it.
Bet. Joey.
Do you think that we could get Captain America to say we're too old for this shit and then pass the torch on the Falcon?
Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope. That would be fucking dope. Joey, what about you, man?
3 million out of 5.
Man, boy.
I love Anthony Mackie as a Falcon. I love the Winter Soldier. I'm super pumped for the return of Baron Zemo in a comic-accurate hood.
He's going to wear the costume.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know that.
So give it to me all over my face.
We got it in. It happened. It's in the episode. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to give it a 4. Once again, because it's on Disney Plus and I have to deal with this shit. I am excited though. I like Anthony Mackie. I like Sebastian Stan. A lot of things that y'all saying, I agree with. Damn near everybody. Like, where the fuck are they gonna do? I don't know. Hopefully, it's amazing. And yeah, I would rather have if Rocket Raccoon can make an appearance, that'd be fucking amazing.
He needs to steal that fucking arm. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it has to happen. All right, so real quick, what if?
Oh my God.
What if I?
What if I? Real quick, I waited
I
all
thought I was
day.
the only one that was saying that singing that in my head when they announced that.
Nope.
But it turns out I wasn't.
You
And
were not.
It's nice to not feel alone anymore.
I was saving that all show. Anna, your thoughts?
A 1. I know nothing.
Fair.
So yeah.
It's literally like, hey, it's like it's gonna be an anthology, just one shot stories, anything goes, and they're gonna bring a lot of old people back to do some cool fun shit.
Okay, I saw Michael B. Jordan is in there, and that's my boy. So yeah.
It's animated though. It's not live action.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, are you serious?
God.
Yeah, they're going to be lending their voices. I was disappointed by that news, too.
0. The fuck? 0. Fuck out of here. Sorry. I was so excited. 0. That's my take. Moving on. Tiff.
They're trying to capitalize on the Spider-Verse movie. So they're trying to, bring in the kids and all that. So
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it still, but
you're gonna watch it.
I'm just butthurt right now. You know how it goes. Tiff?
The news that it's animated is very disappointing to me because I don't want it to be for kids. I'd rather them skew a little bit more towards grown-ups. However, I have faith that they can make it good. So I'll give it still a 4 because I like the What If comics.
Yeah.
Fair enough. 8-Bit Ray.
Well, my favorite What If comic was What If Dr. Doom Became a Hero. I absolutely love that comic. It's framed on my wall. I love the cover. I love the story. Everything about it. It's beautiful. And I would hope they would do that episode, but they can't do anything with Dr. Doom yet, so I'm going to be let down.
Fair enough.
But, I mean, I have high hopes for it. I mean, it sucks that it's animated, yeah, but in the sense, it's also saving money, because if you had to bring back Iron Man, you had to pay Robert Downey how much,
But he deserves it, man. But what would you give it, though, out of 5?
At this current point, I'll say a 4.
Okay. Surprising. I was all making shocked by that. Dave, what about you, man? The animated version of What If.
I'm gonna say a 3. It loses a couple points. Because it's animated. I understand it'd be a lot to produce if it was live action. And 2, it's an anthology, and just like with the comic, there's gonna be some stories that are gonna be really good, and there's gonna be some that are like, they didn't need to do that one.
Fair.
So yeah, I'm middle of the road for this one right now.
I got you. Joey, what about you, man?
Pretty much echo what Dave said. It's hit or miss. Even the comic was hit or miss. You could get one issue that was phenomenal, the next issue would be stupid. So it's going to depend on the subjects. I don't mind that it's animated. That's fine with me. I'll take any more Peggy Carter I can get any way I can. So yeah, give it to me. I'll give it a 3. A 3 seems about right. It's not going to be something I'm going to be rushing to binge the second it drops,
right?
But I'll definitely be watching it over time on the Disney Plus. So
it was a 3 for live action. Oh, it's on. I'm thinking it was a movie. Okay, everything makes sense now. So we're at a 1. All right, the horribly named WandaVision.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Just for the title alone, I'm giving that a 1. I am not excited about this at all. 0 fucks. Let's go to Anna. Your thoughts?
I'm just gonna have to go with a 1 as well. I'm like,
WandaVision, guys, come on.
Yeah, they could have done better. So it's whatever on my radar.
Word. Tiff, what about you?
Oh, I'm gonna give it like a 4.
Get the fuck out of here, Tiff. You serious?
Yeah. Just because of the name WandaVision, come on.
Nah, it's too late.
Well, there was Mojo Vision, so.
Boo. Yeah, that's true, but boo.
I like the Scarlet Witch. I like Vision. I don't see what's not to like.
So is it the quest for her to put him back together or some shit? Like his head, the jigsaw puzzle?
I'd watch that.
It's the quest to get babies in her.
Oh, wow.
They do have babies.
They do have kids.
They do.
They do.
I volunteer as tribute.
Joe DeCarlo from District 3.
Oh, is it my turn to talk now?
Actually, no. It's 8-Bit Ray. I'm going back in order so I don't forget.
0. I have no ambition to even want to even try to watch this.
Nice. No ambitions. I'm sorry, I just wasn't ready for that. Dave, what about you, man?
I'm actually going to go with a 4.
Get the fuck out of here, Dave. You serious?
I don't think anyone has realized this yet. It is going to be the MCU's version of House of M. It's going to be Wanda showing her full power. She's going to create her own reality where she lives in the 50s and brings Vision back to life, and they're living as a married couple in the 50s. They already said that's kind of what the plot line is.
Movie or show?
It's a show.
Okay. Is the movie going to be in black and white?
Jesus Christ.
Then it's not authentic. I'm sorry.
but yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the things that they hinted at her full power in Endgame, but they haven't really shown Scarlet Witch's full power yet, and this is what this show's going to do. So,
well, I mean,
I'm excited.
That's long overdue because her powers are. I haven't seen Age of Ultron in a while. I actually bought the Blu-ray just to watch it again. I was like, wait, like she hasn't done any of that shit again. Like all the mind trickery shit.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. Joey.
Yeah. I'm going to go with a 4 asterisks.
Okay,
4
okay.
asterisks. Because we haven't seen anything about this other than a logo and that her and Vision are going to be in it. So obviously,
Blade a 5.
Well,
it's
because
different.
I love Blade. And we know what we're getting with Blade. We have no idea what we're getting with this.
It's one syllable, one word, man. Like it's a thing.
Right. I love Elizabeth Olsen. I love her as Scarlet Witch. I love the character. I think she's smoking hot. So obviously I'm all in there, but we'll see what this is going to be. It's supposed to tie directly into Doctor Strange 2.
Okay.
So possibly whatever the hell she's doing with her powers to bring Vision back and possibly get herself pregnant may cause some very big problems that have to be solved in the movie. So we'll see. I want to see what they do with it. That's all. Obviously, most of my interest comes from my love of the character. So.
Fair enough. All right, guys. So that leaves the last one, and this one's put in for the sake of diversity. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Let's start with Anna. Your thoughts on this, 1 through 5?
Oh, dang. I'll give it a 3. And again, I know nothing about this comic or
Nobody
everything.
does, except for,
nobody.
Dave probably and Julie.
But I am excited to see that they're bringing in the real Mandarin. So, yeah, I'm just going to stick with the 3. 50-50. Who knows? Maybe I'll get more excited when I see a trailer.
Right. Tiff, about you.
5. He's hot as fuck.
Finally! All right. Make me not feel like a pig for a change. Thank you, Tiff. What about you, 8-Bit Ray?
I'm going to give it a 2, but just on the basis that I heard a rumor that they're going to have the people that did the raid supervising the fight scenes.
Ooh.
And that, to me, is very exciting.
Yes.
Changes everything.
That went up to a 5 for me.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if they do go through with that and it's actually true, then I'm all on board 5001.
Nice.
But if they don't, then I know jack shit about the character. I wasn't a big Shang-Chi guy, so
Nobody
it
on
is
Earth
what it
was.
is. Yeah.
What about you, Dave? You might have read a copy or two of this.
Yeah, so Shang-Chi is a Bruce Lee ripoff.
He fought Chuck Norris, didn't he?
Yeah,
Wait,
I believe so.
Wait,
Yeah, I thought so.
wait, Shang-Chi or Bruce Lee?
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
He fought Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Why not?
fucking Norris. Why do you need a reason?
Why would you fight Chuck Norris? Anyway, moving on.
He can only lose without the beard, by the way.
Nice.
I'm gonna say a 3. Again, just keeping it middle of the road, because I'm gonna echo what my co-host JD said on our show. Like at first, he didn't care at all about this, but then when he heard it was the 10 Rings, he's like, "Oh, maybe they'll retcon or at least rescue what they did to." Oh God, why is my mind just going to blank?
Iron Man 3.
Yeah, Iron Man 3. Maybe this will make Iron Man 3 better in our eyes. We'll see.
That's impossible, but go on.
So yeah, let's save the Mandarin is really what it comes down to. But is that what they're going to give us, or is this going to be another Marvel smokescreen where it's the 10 Rings, but the Mandarin really isn't in it?
Shang-Chi just beats up terrorists.
Yes.
I'd watch it. Joy, what about you, man?
I'm super excited.
It was supposed to be
Whoa.
Iron Fist.
Whoa.
Say it again. You're in the Matrix. Repeat it. Ray?
That's it?
Who was just talking?
It was Ray, I think.
It was Ray.
Was it?
Yeah, you got unplugged from the Matrix. Like, repeat what you said. We didn't catch the joke.
I didn't have a joke. The joke was that he said he was excited for it, but go ahead.
All right. Well, I am excited for it, bastards. I do like the comic. I used to read it back in the day. Shang-Chi is kind of like if Bruce Lee was James Bond.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So there's some really cool things you can do there. The guy that's playing Shang-Chi, I'm assuming he's hot based on Tiff's opinion, but he also seems really charismatic and like really funny, cool guy. Him retweeting his old tweets where he was badgering Marvel to give him the role has been like really funny and stuff like that. So I'm excited pending like what the fights look like. I mean, I feel like out of all these movies, this is the one I'm the least worried about because Marvel knows that they're going to get one shot at this. And if they can knock it out of the park, this is like $1 billion just from China.
Fucking A, right.
That's
You already
true.
know what this is about.
Right.
Get that
So
money.
to be fair, Shang-Chi was one of the properties when they first got a loan to start Marvel Studios that they listed as one they wanted to do. So
Because it was probably a cheap property and they were
Right.
just getting startup money.
they probably figured, a $30 million cheesy action movie, but now it's going to be a lot more than that. So I'm excited. I may be one of the only people on the face of the earth that likes Iron Man 3 and like the Mandarin twist in it. So
I did too, though. Nope.
Yeah, I like that too.
I did too.
okay, good.
It's
I'm glad I have.
it's a
Do you
tough
think
sell.
We'll get a cameo?
Whoa. Say
Do you
that
think we'll get
again.
a cameo from Ben Kingsley? Did I go into the Matrix again?
No,
Yes.
well, you fixed it because you repeated it back with the same cadence, so you should be all right. But
Do you think that
That'll be dope.
We'll get a cameo from Ben Kingsley?
that would be cool.
I would like that.
Why not? I mean, he was in Blood Rain. Why wouldn't he be in this?
Why?
Wow.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
So yeah, I'll give this a 5 out of 5 excitement level. But I gotta tell you, if I see a trailer and the fights look awful and like shaky cam, Born Identity shit, and I'm gonna be really fucking pissed, and I'm not gonna want to see this.
now if they get the crew from the raid, hopefully they get that boy Mad Dog as well to do the choreography. I'll be down. But I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah, like how they were in Force Awakens and didn't do jack shit. Yeah.
I know,
God
right?
damn it.
They were in
what a waste.
they were in John Wick 3, and they did a lot. So.
Hey man, first of all,
True.
fuck y'all. That lightsaber battle with Daisy Ridley and what's his face? Adam Driver when they're fighting those dudes in red, that was fucking amazing. Y'all
I agree.
y'all
No.
suck it. That was
Yeah,
an awesome fight.
but-
No.
That was an
I'm
awesome
putting this
fight.
shit on hold right now. I'm putting this shit on hold. Go back and rewatch that fight.
I will,
Okay.
and I will enjoy it.
When
And
you
I'm
see
gonna-
Kylo Ren in the fucking background, barely moving the lightsaber, it looks like he's hacking at a tree. He's barely doing anything. Go back and rewatch it.
But
It's garbage.
it's Adam Driver.
Okay.
Like,
Garbage.
he's not
Yeah.
Ray
Probably
Park.
having,
He's
he's
not
probably
Ray
having
Park.
flashbacks of seeing a naked Lena Dunham, and he can't move.
Probably.
Also, yeah, leave her body alone. She did nothing to nobody. But
20 pounds of mashed potatoes in a 5-pound bag. You know?
God damn.
Jesus.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh God. I'm up there.
We're not.
All I'm saying is
Yeah.
the OG Darth Vader fight with Obi-Wan was not not gonna blow anybody's skirt up. It wasn't that amazing. Let's
Blew
get
me
off.
away.
It took nothing for you, sir.
It was the best fight between an old man and a cripple you'll ever see on screen.
Exactly.
No, crippled Avengers.
Jesus.
Shut your hole. Enough said. It's a real
All right,
thing.
we're getting way off track here.
Actual cripples fighting. It's amazing. Anyway, so that's it.
I've seen that.
I have too. It's amazing. But why the dude with two fingers was the bow staff? Anyway, guys, we fucking did it. We made it. We went through all of Phase 4 possibly, even though there's some real movies being hidden. But we got through it. Everyone gave somewhat of a fuck about that. I'm gonna give this whole show a 5 out of 5 on the give a fucking meter because I think everyone did a great job. So with that being said, I'm gonna call out everybody. You guys, explain your wares, give your little spiel and shit for your show. Let's start.
Shill.
What?
Shill. You
Shill.
gotta shill your show.
Can I go? Can I go last?
Sure. Let's start with let's go backwards. Let's start with Joey DiCarlo.
All right. So if you want to hear more of me talking along with my co-hosts Aubrey and Martellus every week, you can listen to So Wizard Podcast as three friends discuss the world of nerd podcasting weekly. You'll find us on iTunes/Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, just about any podcatching app under the sun will be there. We've got our YouTube channel. Search So Wizard Podcast on YouTube. You'll find weekly free exclusive content there as well. Check us out. We do not miss a week, and we're going to keep going till we hit probably 1 million years in a row. So wizardpodcast.com is the place.
All right, let's go with Dave. What's up, buddy?
All right. If you want to hear more of me and my crew, John and JD, you can hear us every week, except we do take 2 weeks off during the holidays. Sorry.
Week!
Hell of a party, bro.
You can find everything at superheroespeak.com. Yeah, we post the show every week, news articles and reviews, and we are trying to start a new thing on YouTube where we put up our interviews that we do, but I don't have time to do that all, so. But you can catch the podcast every week, superheroespeak.com.
Yeah, y'all are what 300 and what? Like y'all
317.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Damn.
All right, 8-Bit Ray.
All right, if you want to hear more of me, you can check us out probably anywhere that you can get podcasts. I think we're everywhere except iHeartRadio because they hate us, because fuck us. But anywhere else, we're good to go. You can catch us on Twitter at GorillaBrainPod. You can catch my personal account if you want to bitch at me for the shit I have said or done on this show at 8-Bit Ray. So what else can I shill? Season 2 is coming, ladies and gents. I know you've been creaming your panties waiting, and it is coming. So this is now being dubbed hashtag the season where fucks go to die. So, or leave, it doesn't matter. Either way, I'm going to keep doing this shit. So, next!
Fair enough.
Wow.
Tiffabot. Tiff?
She died. She was waiting so long for
Holy
my show,
shit.
she died.
Oh no.
Did we lose Tiff?
I was only gone a month.
No, she's there.
Oh.
Her circle is pulsating.
There you go. Tiff? Yep, whenever you're ready. Uh-oh. Tiff, we hear you.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
It's cutting out a little bit.
We're so close.
For everything Fans on Patrol, go to fansonpatrol.com.
Everything don't do this to me. It's so weird because no one's really saying anything. But yes, fansonpatrol.com is our hub. You can listen to us on Stitcher, Satchel, Google Play, Podbean, Apple Podcasts. You can get us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Fans on Patrol. So basically go to fansonpatrol.com. That's our hub. I'm pretty annoying. You might like that.
Why do you always cut off your nose and spite your face every time? Anna.
If you want to hear more from me and my co-host Laura, you can find us on social media at Prism Power. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to hear more about my rants at Anna, ANA_voltage. And you can find our podcast almost anywhere you catch your podcasts.
Yeah, and I'm Beat 'em Down. I've been your host for this particular show. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Cult45 Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us any podcasting app that's out there. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Satchel, Stitcher, yada, yada, yada. Pod Knife, Pod Can, Blueberry, whatever the fuck. We're all there. Just, type in Cult45 Podcast, one word on Google, and we'll be all up in your shit, man. So, thank you, guys. This has been fucking fun. It's been amazing. But we're going to sign off. And, yeah. Catch you guys on next month?
Next month.
Where I get to coast. I either won't be here or I'll be coasting because I'm not hosting the next one. So y'all have a good
Nice.
You guys have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. Woo. That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't.